Tortoise arriving. Oh, hello YouTube, and a fine day to you all. Why the hat? You'll see that later. Well, let's see what's in the prepared Rolltop today. Wow, that barely fits. It's a moving blanket. I'm deeply moved. News broadcasters and people all around the world are talking about supply shortages, the dark winter that's coming. Winter has come every year, and it's coming back again. Although it's a beautiful fall day out right now as I speak and make this video, it's going to be cold. It happens every year. So we need to be prepared for it. This year, they're saying it's going to be considerably worse in the way that you have to pay for your heating costs. If you're in the north, or what we would call the Midwest here, we reside in southeast Iowa, it can vary pretty bad. We can get temperatures below zero. Snowfall sometimes is erratic. In some years we get ice. But the conditions are bad, and every year we have to heat the house. This year is going to be a little bit more difficult, or that's what they're promising. And seeing how they're making all these statements now in the news about how high it's going to go as far as fuel costs, we need to take steps. We need to be prepared. Say, moving blanket. Well, what are some of the uses for a moving blanket? For one, if you're moving, well, that's rather obvious. Other things you can do with this device, you can use it for, let's say you have company. Let's say you have unexpected guests, and some of them are younger. You can easily take this 72 by 80 inch moving blanket and use it for a pallet on the floor. If you don't have beds for everybody, you fold this up a couple times, put a sheet on it, a blankie, and a kid can be quite comfortable. So that's another use. The use I want to focus on today, however, has to do with taking this blanket, which is nicely stitched, put in there. Let's take a look at this one. This one, the Hyper Tough, this came from Walmart. That was current price, $8.40. This one, this came from another place that derives a lot of products from China. This came from Harbor Freight. The Harbor Freight one, different manufacturer. I can tell from the way the stitching pattern is. One of the things you don't do with these, here's some warnings on the lid. It's not fire resistant. It says keep it away from children. I think that's because they don't want them to get covered up, suffocate. Used for the intended use. Well, the intended use is whatever it is we need to use it for. One of the things that is a benefit of this blanket, with its quilting and with its inner blanket material, it's going to insulate. This can be hung over doors. It can be hung over windows to keep out cold. Windows are one of the primary places you're going to have cold infusion into your house, and it's going to be cold. It's going to be your furnace will run more. So this is one of the things that I recommend that everybody be stocking up on. They're quite cheap, $7.90 something right now at Harbor Freight, and they have different sizes. So you might want to measure your windows and see what size is going to be best suited for you. reason for the hat. Well, I spent some time in the Navy, and aboard ship they have something called DogZebra. And from my Blue Jacket manual, I could discern that darkened ship, and of course I knew what darkened ship was because we were all trained. When they were going to fight the ship, or at night when they did not want to be detected, there were certain hatches on the ship that would be closed. And they would set material condition DogZebra. That was to control light emitting from the ship. Unfortunately, the time we live in and where we may be heading, not only will we need to insulate our house from the cold, we may need to darken the house. You may not want people knowing that you're home and that you have light, because they may come and want to have what you have. Sounds serious? Consider Venezuela. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, that you'll take some of the things I've said to heart. We need to prepare. We need to prepare for a dark winter. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please share. I'm desperate here. We need subscribers. We need views. I'd like to get the information I'm putting out to people. I'm trying to help. I hope you can see that. Have an awesome day.